Alright, welcome to my shitty rigging tutorial. Start with your rig, whatever rig it is. File, import. Find your weapon, whatever file extension it is. If it comes in separate parts, you want to make sure they're all selected, or at least the ones you want. For this one, we want both parts. Click on Scene Explorer. Always have auto key on. So you'll notice it automatically will import into wherever. We're going to create a new folder. AKM mesh. And now you'll find them both here. Amazing. So usually you'll want to keep these separate, but for this tutorial I'm just going to combine them because it's going to annoy me otherwise. Alright, move it over. So you can get the right size, uniform scale. Move this other hand out of the way for now. Alright. That should be good enough. If you don't like it, well, you can work on it yourself, but usually you want to do all scaling before you rig, otherwise shit can fuck up. Alright, new folder, or new layer. I call them folders, I guess they're called layers. AKM bones. This is where we will be storing all the bones that you actually animate instead of the mesh. So you want to click on this bad boy. I think it starts here. Click on this triangle. Some people do dummy. I prefer point. You can do a cross or a box. Set the size there. Just click. I'm going to align it to the mesh just so it's faster. And then I'm going to shrink it to like 12 or something. If you don't like that color, you go up here under this curve and change it to whatever. Let's do orange. Okay, let's do a little bit of a brighter orange. Amazing. I don't even know if I changed it. Alright. So we got that. We're going to, still under this curve in a box, going to rename it AKM main, or I guess we could do AKM bone. Sure, there we go. AKM bone. Amazing. If you hold shift and drag on any of the axes, it will duplicate or clone. Make sure it's set to copy, not any of these other ones. We'll do one for the mag. So we'll put that down there for now. We'll also do one for the bolt, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Resize it since it's a little big. The size doesn't matter, it's just personal preference. But I don't want 1,000 huge ass boxes everywhere. Alright, line it up how you want. You usually want the bone to be in the center of your objects, but for mags, I like to line it near the top. Probably would be better to do it in the center. But fuck it. Dude. We'll do it both ways. I like to change the colors of each one so that they stand out more when you're looking at them all. It doesn't just become spaghetti. Alright, good enough. I don't want these extra bullets, so I'm going to click the mesh. Under here, editable mesh, click this element box. Click on that, delete. Just pressing delete on the keyboard, not backspace. There you go. If you can't find the things in their folder, it's just this little arrow. Alright, so I think we got all those set up. You can do bones for every single piece you want to move, like the trigger or whatever. For this tutorial, I'm only going to do this. That's all that fucking matters right now. Alright, back to the AKM. So under this curve, we click modifier list, we type in skin, you can just press enter or you can click it right here. This is how you rig up your weapon. So scroll down to where you see bones, add. You'll see the bones or the triangles. Highlight all of them. You can click shift, click again, highlight all of them. You can control click them all or whatever. Awesome. So now we want AKM bone. You can name them whatever you want. These names kind of suck, but whatever. Scroll down to... Alright, 3DSMAX froze. Anyways, scroll down to weight properties, and then you will find this wrench. It's called the weight tool. Open that. Right, and then we go back to the top. I guess you could have done this part first. Edit envelopes. Vertices. Select element. Make sure that is on. And now we want to highlight the entire weapon. And then go to the AKM bone. So this number shows how much each bone is influencing what. Set it to 1. So now the main AKM bone we first made will control the entire weapon. If you want to test it, close, turn off edit envelopes. I'm going to change this to performance so it's easier to see. And we move it around. Everything goes with it. You see that? Amazing. Okay. So we go back, edit. Everything should still be selected up there. Open the weight tool under weight properties. And we want the mag. Make sure nothing is selected. You can manually click and control click to highlight all the things you want to do. Or if you have it separated from the rest of the mesh, you can just highlight all of it. It's faster. Whatever way works. Sometimes meshes will be more annoying than others. But thankfully we're lucky on this one. Click 1. And now that means that only this mag bone, I didn't actually mean to close this. So that means 1 for AKM mag, which is our mag bone that we made. So that means that only these vertices that are selected will be moved by that bone. So now we click off. We want our bolt. This one is thankfully only one piece. Click 1. And then turn off edit envelopes. And now everything should be moving separately. Oh, no, I messed up. I think I clicked the wrong bone again. That's fine. Hey, this is a learning experience for us both. Right, bolt. Make sure bolt is selected for bolt, not for mag. Alright, now move it around, only that is moving. Move this around, only that is, I mean you wouldn't move it like that, you'd move it like that. And move this, and that's not moving. Awesome. Now you're thinking, how the hell are they supposed to move together? That's where link constraints come in. Yeah. So we don't need to select our mesh anymore, so you won't accidentally be clicking it. So over here you can either freeze this one, or freeze the entire folder / layer. And now we select the mag bone, and under this little moving ball, you'll see assign controller. Open that up, transform, assign controllers, a little check mark. Now we look for a link constraint, right there, okay. Can minimize that again. And now you have this new link param section. Add link, click on the main bone, boop, click add link again, so turn that off. And now, oh, they move together. We're going to remove this because this isn't lined up properly. So plug that in there. And now we add the link. I like to do start time -1 because if you'll notice, it actually counts on the timeline, and I accidentally fuck that up all the time. So -1, and you don't have to worry about clicking it. Create a keyframe for all your bones. So now these two will move together. Do the same for this one. It's already in the right spot. Assign controller. Link constraint. You can minimize. Add link. main bone, -1. So now they all move together, and they can move on their own as well, and it'll still follow. If you have something like the, you see in the mag, there's bullets. If you do an empty reload, you won't want those bullets to be in the mag, so you create a separate bone for that, and then you will link that bullet bone to the mag bone, so it follows the mag and not just the weapon. Alright, makes sense, hopefully. If not, well, I think that should be it. So now you can move it around, pose it around. Each rig will be different on which part you will have the link constraint. Thankfully, this rig is already set up with, it froze again, by the way. Alright, with link constraints. So I'm going to delete the world, make the wrist go to that main bone, start time -1, and now the hand will follow. For the left hand, you usually want to have the left hand follow the mag. So we'll click on that, delete the old one, to a mag. So now it can follow the mag, but when it's in the weapon, it can also follow the weapon. Makes sense? The fucking position's a little messed up. There. So now they can follow together. Woo! Alright. Hopefully that makes sense. Just pretend that this is him holding the gun. And it's kind of like DSMAX style, where he doesn't even care about the fucking fingers. So, YOLO. And there you go. That should be the complete tutorial on how to shittily rig up a weapon in 3ds Max. And hopefully it crashes less than mine did.